Like being 7 feet, you could easily play as a center, but a lot of times you play as a small forward or power forward. How does a guy who's 7 foot pull up and drain three-pointers on a fast break? How did that style come about?
It's all about confidence. I mean, I wasn't doing that my first 2 years.
Dirk, the ultimate three-level scorer, a new evolution of big men when it came to stretching the floor and not just being able to bruise down low and get a bucket down low, but also give it to you from the outside as well. Yes, we all know Dirk and love Dirk for that 2011 playoff run and him dethroning the big three. But I want to talk about young Dirk when he was putting the ball on the floor, not just using his post fadeaway or shooting over top of people. Which brings us right to the 2003 Western Conference Finals versus Tim Duncan and the Spurs. And let's get right into this game one. One of the first possessions of the game, look here where they give a dump off to Mike Finley, and once he gets the double team coming to him, he kicks it to Dirk. Look how Dirk doesn't play with his food. He gets right to his spot with a 2-dribble pull-up, knockdown, and it's over to help man and Tim Duncan, which was a great contest. Few possessions in the game, look how Dirk gets the rebound, and he's pushing it up the floor. This is very rare for a 7-footer at the time to be doing that. And then try to get a nice diamond between David Robinson and Tim Duncan. Not caught, but it's the process. Yeah, as we hit a lull in this first quarter with Dirk putting up numbers when it came to scoring, I want to talk about his defense and effort, at least trying to get a stop. Look here where he gets Tim Duncan confused, not knowing where he's at, hand down, man down, knocks down a big time three-pointer. But look at the determination and the factor that, yeah, I got a bucket, but I still got to guard this man on the other end. And look at him trying to front him and just trying to get physical with him. Once Tim Duncan gets in his spot, it's time to go to work at this point. Look how he's sizing up his man, only needing 2 dribbles to get to where he wants. He uses the shoulder and force right over him with a right-hand layup. This the shit you love to see. Big man play in 2 different styles on how they ate. I mean, look here where you got Dirk getting the ball in the post and he quickly goes to his face up. Boom, a jab to a 1-dribble pull up right over top. It's simple and effective. And mind you, this is your power forward doing this at the time. And while we had some great plays from Dirk, Tim Duncan and the Spurs were gelling, and Tim Duncan in general was just going off, pretty much exposing that matchup of Dirk guarding him, finding open cutters and shooters when they sent that hard double to him. In his first quarter, pretty much showcasing why he deserved that MVP. Now this second quarter, we seen a more aggressive Dirk and more of getting to the basket and getting to the line. Look here where he gets 2 dribbles in the post, give him nice shoulders to a spin move and a finishing and one. Again, Dirk wasn't just shooting that rock. He can play physical basketball too. Offensive possession coming up where he's not forcing to take another jump shot. Look where he gets the ball from Steve Nash off a perimeter play and he kicks it right to a corner shooter and Michael Finley, knockdown. Another offensive possession. Look here where he gets the ball up top from Steve Nash. He's not playing with his food, going instantly into attack mode and taking it in the paint and drawing the foul. He's not trying to get into his bag or just dribbling the air out the ball. And that's right into a sequence here on defense. Look when Tony Parker drives in and gives out a nice dump off to Tim Duncan and a finish. But the Mavericks were pushing the pace at this time with Don Nelson. Look where they used their first screen and they try to get a nice quick pick and roll play to get Dirk the ball and it's swatted by Tim Duncan. But look how they readjust and do it again. As soon as they set the screen, Tony Parker is trying his best to hold him for Tim Duncan to get back, but it's too late. As soon as Dirk gets that ball, he gets right in and finishes with his left hand. A tough finish at that. With this lead slowly chipping for Dallas, I want to talk about Dirk's patience and just picking his spots right from the perimeter. Got a play here where Steve Nash is bringing the ball up top. Once the ball is delivered to Dirk, look how he gets right into his package using the screen that Steve Nash gets him, and the switch comes with Tony Parker trying his best to even try to get a contest, which he's too small, shoot right over top of you, it's automatic bucket. Few possession downs off a miss, Dirk gets a board and he gives it to Nash. Look how he's trailing from behind and waiting for the pass. Soon as Nash gets inside, he gives a nice dish off to Dirk. Look how he doesn't play with his food, gets right to his spot with a nice hop step and rides over the top, and it's heavily contested by Tim. And the off-ball sets were just flawless in this offense. Don Nelson definitely preached off-ball screening And I feel like Nash played a big part in holding those screens and holding those defenders off. And just his poise, calmness, and demeanor to not leave any food on the plate, actually knocking down these free throws in a hostile environment. And you know he was locked in. I'll be doing a disservice if I didn't talk about this two-man game quickly from Nash and Dirk. I mean, look at this screen and pop play they do right here to get Nash to his spot. Nice mid-range knockdown. Then we got Nash pushing the ball up on the break. Look how he instantly kicks it to Dirk. Boom, 2 dribbles and a quick bang out. Yes, Dirk was definitely getting up a little bit more in his younger years. Yeah, this Dallas Mavericks team definitely cracked the lead and definitely taking the momentum in San Antonio. But the thing us Hoop fans love about San Antonio is they're always going to keep running their sets. I mean, look at the inside game that they do with Tim Duncan. A nice post up. He knows the double team's coming and drops a quick dime between 2 defenders. Watching an actual big man go to work and bring everything out of his toolkit, not just shooting threes and just rim running. And I know this a Dirk video, but we gotta talk about the chess that's being played. Look at the screen and roll to get a nice dart to Tim Duncan for a finish. Next offensive possession now for the Mavericks. Look how they're instantly getting into their set and working with that two-man game with Nash and Dirk. Look how they get off with a nice screen and roll. Boom, Tim Duncan try to hedge, then get over. Nah, Dirk's a savant at getting to the line. And of course, knocking down both free throws. Sequence here where you're still down big. Look at the active hands from Dirk to get a poke at the ball, and then we out on the break. Look how the offense is instantly looking for Dirk. Soon as he gets the ball, he goes right into attack mode with a 1 dribble pull up, leaving Duncan stunned, not knowing if he's going to drive. And what you love about Dirk is he wasn't just giving it to you on the offensive end. Yeah, his defense may be a little shaky, but he was down there trying to get rebounds and trying to box out one of the best box out technicians in the game, in Tim Duncan. And at this point, he was 15 for 15 at the line. Down 3 with about 2 minutes left. Look at this sequence here where Dirk gets a rebound off a miss, and he's instantly pushing it on the break. Once he gets to his spot up in the perimeter, he's not playing with his food, and he hits Danny Fair with a nice hang dribble in the corner, getting right up for a hard finish. And what you love about this Dallas team, they had a sneaky big 3. Look how they give Mike Finley the ball in the ISO, gets right to the bucket, finish with the right hand, and then to seal the game. And this game 1 performance from Dirk showed not only the Spurs, but the NBA in general that picking up when it comes to overseas basketball, and you don't gotta be a bruiser down low all the time. You can work on that 15-footer, and you can shoot the 3 ball. Add it with some attack into the paint. It's just beautiful basketball.